When you hear the name Medusa, what comes to mind? A terrifying monster with snakes for hair. A creature whose gaze could turn anyone to stone. A villain defeated by the hero Perseus. But what if I told you that one of the most beautiful creatures in all of Greek mythology was actually Medusa's child? And that this child wasn't born until the very moment Medusa died. This is the forgotten story of Medusa's children, and the surprising legacy she left behind. For thousands of years, Medusa has been remembered as a monster. Artists painted her as a terrifying beast. Storytellers described her as a creature so horrifying that a single glance could turn a person into stone. But some of the ancient myths tell a more complicated story. Before she became the famous Gorgon, Medusa was said to be a beautiful young woman. Unlike her sisters, Stheno and Euryale, who were immortal, Medusa was mortal. She lived among gods and men, known for her beauty. But in Greek mythology, being beautiful often attracted the attention of powerful gods, and that rarely ended well. One day, Medusa caught the eye of Poseidon, the god of the sea, who pursued and violated her inside the sacred temple of Athena. Athena was furious that her sanctuary had been desecrated. But instead of punishing Poseidon, Athena turned her anger toward Medusa. She transformed the young woman into something terrifying. Her beautiful hair became a nest of living snakes. Her face became so dreadful that anyone who looked directly at her would instantly turn to stone. Overnight, Medusa became an outcast, feared by everyone, hunted by heroes, remembered not as a victim, but as a monster. But hidden within this tragedy was a secret. Medusa was carrying two children fathered by Poseidon. One would become famous, and the other almost forgotten. Yet neither had been born. Their destiny remained trapped within Medusa herself, and it would remain that way until the day a hero arrived. Far away, a young hero named Perseus was given an impossible mission: kill Medusa. Many had tried before him. None had succeeded. To look directly at Medusa was to become a statue. So Perseus came prepared. Athena gave him a polished bronze shield. Hermes gave him a sharp, curved sword. Using the shield as a mirror, Perseus approached while Medusa slept. He avoided looking directly at her. Then, with a single strike, he cut off her head. The monster was dead, or so everyone thought. What happened next shocked even the gods. As Medusa's blood spilled onto the earth, something extraordinary emerged. From her severed neck burst a magnificent winged horse, white as clouds, powerful as a storm, beautiful beyond imagination. His name was Pegasus, the legendary flying horse of Greek mythology. But Pegasus wasn't alone. Beside him emerged another child, Chrysaor, a giant warrior whose name meant golden sword. Both had been carried within Medusa, and both were born at the exact moment of her death. It was one of the strangest births in all mythology. Life emerging from death, beauty emerging from tragedy. Pegasus would go on to become one of the most beloved creatures in Greek mythology. He'll become the hero's steed and battle monsters, a symbol of freedom, inspiration, and divine power. Poets celebrated him, artists painted him, kings admired him, yet few remembered where he came from. Few remembered his mother. The world adored Pegasus, but Medusa remained known only as the monster, and perhaps that's what makes this story so fascinating. Because hidden inside her myth is a story about tragedy, injustice, and a story of a woman whose final legacy wasn't destruction, but creation. So the next time you hear the name Medusa, remember, the monster wasn't the end of her story. It was only the beginning of someone else's.